Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Beth Ramsden, and today I want to quickly have a look at a new sewing pattern book by HANON Satomi. She has written now 3 books that I know of with sewing patterns for the kind of dolls that I like to sew for. So I already have her first book called Tiny Wardrobe. I think this came out in 2019 and I've made quite a few things out of it already. I like to cut out my pattern pieces and keep them in the section of the book where they belong, as you can see. And I've really enjoyed this book. I find her choices of fabrics and colours to be really inspiring, really helpful as well when you've got so many fabrics in your collection and you don't really know how to narrow it down to a cohesive palette sometimes. So I find her example photos can be really helpful. Her second book, I think, is Doll Coordinates, if I remember rightly. The first one, the copy that I have, is all in English, and her second book, I think from 2021, is also translated to English at the bottom of the pages, so there are Japanese captions for the photos but English at the bottom of the page. And again, in this book I've used quite a few of the patterns for collaborations and so forth. As you can see, I've got some of my examples here on the desk of clothes that I've made with her patterns. I particularly like little delicate things like these bloomers. They're so cute. And here is the new book, which I think just came out. It might have been the day before my birthday, the 21st of January, 2024. And I pre-ordered this book from amazon.jp, amazon.co.jp, and I think they ship it just before it's released when it's a pre-order, and I didn't have any problems with them. It came in a box, and it was just slightly, because it was in a box rather than just a padded envelope, it did bounce around a bit, and my dust jacket is a little bit crinkled, which is a shame, but otherwise the book is beautiful. I think it would look very classy even without the dust jacket, but there we go. And as you can see, this book is HANON LICCA. So these patterns will be intended for LICCA-chan, who is this little doll here. Now, this is the only LICCA that I have, and she doesn't have a official LICCA body. She's actually on like an original Blythe body that I had swapped for one of the A-zone jointed ones. And because her head is very easily transferable, I just popped her onto this one. So I do have a LICCA who can model these fashions when I make them. But let's have a look at the book first. I just wanted to give some first impressions and give a general kind of review of this new book. So let's have a look. Obviously, I'm not going to show the whole contents of it. If you are interested, I recommend you buy it. Yes, amazon.co.jp. Not sponsored, not affiliated, just a fan. So this book, I will say, is mostly in Japanese. We have some beautiful example pictures, as I mentioned before, for inspiration, to give you an idea of what colours or materials you might work in. Now, I haven't gone through and translated anything yet, but she does have some helpful sections on tools and materials. And I noticed when I flicked through earlier, she has also sections sort of telling you how to put in different types of sleeves, different materials like snap fastenings, and how to gather up fabric as well, so giving you some extra tips and tricks. So we have all sorts of different clothing types. We've got a cocoon coat. Oh, we've got a very chic, this is kind of Dior or Chanel style. Very nice. That would be really nice in some wool. And as you can see, all of the instructions are in Japanese, but as you might have seen me do recently with a Blythe Yesterday sewing kit, it was all in Chinese, and I simply opened up the Google Translate app on my phone, chose the camera setting, and looking through the picture on the phone, it'll translate all the text into English, and I find it just simple to just write down what it is translated to, so that when you look back later you don't need the app again, just write it down and then you've got it. We've got all sorts of lovely coats. Oh, I love these capes. Can't resist a lovely woolen cape. Might have to make one of those. And you'll have to let me know in the comments, do you see anything that you think you will try yourself? Are you going to buy this book? Have you already? There's lots in here. We've got nice dresses. This is a different style than she's shown in previous books. It is a set-in sleeve, but it's kind of a drop shoulder style, which is quite pretty. So I might have to try one of these. Puff sleeve dress. But yes, there's so much. We've got pin tucks and details on tiered skirts. We've got a lovely embroidered gathered dress here, which shows you how to do a little embroidery on the sleeves, and unlike me, instructs you to do the embroidery before you cut out the pattern piece. Always easier. So definitely let me know what you think. Oh yes, I quite fancy making a nice gilet as well, maybe from some muslin or some very lightweight linen. I think that would look nice. All these natural fibres and fabrics really suit the scale. These tiered skirts are beautiful, like jewel tone purple. Gorgeous photography, and I love her background miniatures as well. I really want to make more dioramas very soon. We have a pleated wrap skirt with a little buckle at the side. Super, super cute. And we've got some accessories at the back. We've got a bucket hat, obviously, for those who are Blythe seamstresses, you know, that's not going to fit a Blythe, but Barbie, maybe even other similar sized dolls with small heads. I wonder if it would fit a petite. But we have lots of accessories. Oh, berets as well. I hadn't noticed those earlier. From felt as well, so simple. And this is quite exciting, various bags. So all sorts of different shapes and styles of handbag, which look really simple to put together as well. So again, I would recommend just choosing a project and translating it. Jot it down on the page if you want to, or just pop a piece of paper in and make a note of the numbers of the instructions that you're translating. We also have boots and socks. I think she had a boot pattern in one of the previous books as well, but isn't that great? And then at the back of the book, we've got the pattern pieces themselves, which fold out. You could cut them out, but I tend to prefer to use a light box. I know Marna recommends just holding paper up against the window and tracing around it, but I like to make a paper copy of the pattern rather than cut up my precious books. They're like collector's items themselves to me. I love a good book. So if I have a chance this week, I will also make something from the book, and I will show you at the end of this video. But otherwise, let me know what you think. You excited to give it a try yourself? I'm very happy to have another beautiful book in my collection, and another excuse to sew for the dolls. So hopefully you'll see LICCA in something new soon. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure and leave a comment and a like. Subscribe if you haven't already, and take care. I'll see you again soon. Bye.